Hello again, everyone. I'm Paul the Nitro Skywers, and welcome to this edition of the Nitro Corner. It is Friday. It is Friday night, and it is time for the Weekend Report Part 1. I'm going to give you the results for Smackdown that has just ended on the on the Sci-Fi channel. Plus, as promised, I got some news about 1CW, First State Championship Wrestling. So let's get right into it with the Smackdown results. Smackdown just got off the air. It opened up with Alberto Del Rio coming out talking about Edge's retirement, which was retirement speech was held tonight. He wanted Edge to give him the World Heavyweight title, but out comes Theodore Long, who makes a ruling that tonight's main event was a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal with the winner to face Alberto Del Rio at Extreme Rules in a ladder match May 1st in Tampa, Florida. Well, it didn't suit Alberto too well, and then Mr. Del Rio concluded by saying that he was glad he injured Edge and forced it to retire. Shows you the demeanor of Alberto Del Rio. That's how you get heat as a rule breaker. Next up, we saw core member Ezekiel Jackson score a win over Kofi Kingston. Very interesting throughout the night, the dissension amongst the core. Ezekiel press slam Kofi Kingston into the other members of the core who was providing commentary at ringside. Next up was a complete waste of time. It was a group therapy session with Lay Cool. It has seemed obvious, as you can advertise it, that Lay Cool is having problems. Michelle blames Laila for losing. Laila blames Michelle for carrying the load, for Laila carrying the load while Michelle is injured. Go figure. And then immediately after that was a Cody Rhodes promo. Another waste of time. He talks about how he feels nothing. As if we didn't already know that. Thank God Rey Mysterio went out there and broke that promo up real good. Cody Rhodes left running. That left us with the next one where Rey Mysterio defeated Drew McIntyre tonight. It was a very good match indeed for Rey Mysterio. Great victory for him. Plus, and then once again another awesome Kong promo like on Monday Night Raw. And to make no secret about it, folks, like I mentioned on the Raw report, that is Awesome Kong, 6 feet tall, 272 pounds of pure badness, is coming to the WWE. And then after an Edge retirement video was played, the next segment was Edge's retirement speech. He officially surrendered the World Heavyweight Championship, so as of this time, it is now vacant. He thanked the fans for supporting him through the years. As we mentioned on the Raw Report Monday, we here at the Nitro Corner thank Edge for his many contributions in the world of professional wrestling and wish him the best of luck in retirement and in the very near future. He did his entrance one last time, which is very fun. He thanks his mom, who was at ringside, for her support. It was a nice send-off, a very good promo for Edge, who is now in retirement. And then Edge backstage in the next segment, saying goodbye to a couple people, including I think Rosa Mendez, and then Alberto Del Rio comes out there with a smirk on his face, offering his hand. Edge wisely refused it and walked away. Can you blame him? Next up, Kelly scored a very dominant victory over Laila, and this marks the end, folks, of Lay Cool, as Michelle McCool shoved Laila very hard to the canvas and said that you can try to do better on your own. As far as I'm concerned with that statement, Lay Cool has officially broken up. So that's 2 female tag teams that are broken up. The Beautiful People and Lay Cool are history. And then next, a clip of Jerry Lawler beating Jack Swagger on Raw this past Monday, and then a video of the Taker Triple H match at WrestleMania where every superstar gave their comment on the match itself. Yes, we know The Undertaker won. It was a vicious fight. We don't have to rehash it week after week. And then, of course, the main event, the Battle Royal. 20-man over the top rope Battle Royal. This was a very good Battle Royal. In the end, it was three men: Rey Mysterio, Jack Swagger, the All-American American, and Christian. Let's do it. Yes, and Christian. Well, Michael Cole, the biggest pain in the ass in the history of professional wrestling, that egg-sucking dog, helped Jack Swagger, sacrificed himself, and helped Jack Swagger eliminate Rey Mysterio. Oh, by the way, Cole, Paul the Nitro Scholars will definitely have something to say to you tomorrow. So keep it tuned right here to the Rest 101 channel and the Nitro Corner. And then in the end, Alberto Del Rio tried to interfere and try to help Swagger eliminate Christian, but Christian kicked off Swagger, pulled down the top rope, and eliminates Jack Swagger. And Christian wins the Battle Royal, and now will face Alberto Del Rio in a ladder match May 1st in Tampa, Florida at Extreme Rules, and that ends Smackdown. All in all, Smackdown was a good show. The Battle Royal was good. We found out Lay Cool is splitting up. Edge gave a very moving and emotional speech. In the end, that was very in the middle of the program, which was very good. All in all, good show tonight on the Sci-Fi Channel. Now, as promised, some 1CW news. Some 1CW videos were released this past week for the Big Ant Soprano channel. Some highlights of that, introducing some new talent to 1CW, including a former ECW heavyweight champion who will be coming soon to 1CW, quite possibly at the May 23rd event at the Brothers in Arms card. He is a former ECW World Heavyweight Champion, Justin Credible, signed now with 1CW. We're glad to have Justin Credible aboard. Last time he was in Dover was 1999. Matter of fact, December 1999 with ECW. Some other talent, I don't have their names off the top of my head. I'll try to find out more about it this coming weekend and probably put it on the either the Raw Report or the Nitro Opinion on Monday. Another thing that came up this past week, another thing that came up in the video was that 1CW President Sean Hardy officially recognized TNA's event coming to the Delaware State Fair, as I mentioned right here on the Nitro Report, on July 23rd. So 1CW is planning to have an afternoon card for their Kings and Queens event held on the same day. Now, I'm not really too sure what time the card will take place, but he mentioned that there will be plenty of time for the fans if they want to go down to Harrington at the Delaware State Fair at the Harrington Fairgrounds to see TNA. Like I mentioned, an historic day in the history of professional wrestling. And finally, an interesting side video, there may be problems in the Brotherhood. The Hellaware Assassin confronted Big Anthony Soprano on one of the videos this past week and said that he has to get the job done. What is the deal with Grey Wolf? Grey Wolf, of course, this past February did not participate in the beatdown on the attempted beatdown on the Briscoe brothers, which was a save by Papa Briscoe. We'll have to find out what is up with Grey Wolf coming up on May 23rd. Well, that is it for this edition of the Nitro Corner Weekend Report Part 1. Tomorrow, the Weekend Report Part 2 will feature the Nitro Top 10 for the weekend. A programming note, don't forget this Sunday, it is the booking sheet TNA Lockdown. Until then, this is Paul the Nitro Skyver saying so long, everybody.